This is not how a lot of veterans who served in Afghanistan expected the withdrawal to take place. WHO 13's Taj Simmons joins us. Taj, these vets are watching this all unfold with a very different set of eyes.
Yeah, it's personal when you were there for yourself. The veteran I talked to told me it can be hard not to picture himself or his brothers and sisters in arms on the ground with them right now. He and so many other service members spent their blood, sweat, and tears protecting Afghanistan from the very forces that are taking it over right now. That has led to a lot of hard thoughts and questions that he's had to dwell over.
Why do our differences have to cause, killing and destruction and war?
Reagan Metcalf has seen all three in Afghanistan for himself. The Army veteran was deployed there with the Iowa National Guard shortly after 9/11.
I'd known plenty of people who were in the military, and I knew that, I couldn't just sit back and do nothing.
However, Metcalf has watched the fall of Kabul from his Story County home, including the airport bombing that killed several American service members.
Why? It just seems pointless to me that had to happen. I mean, we're leaving, for goodness sakes.
These acts of violence have happened on Afghan airfields before. Metcalf vividly remembers when a close friend in the military was killed right before he took off for America.
The people that he had been with the entire year turned on him and shot him. They had been part of the Taliban the whole time.
Metcalf is doing more than just reminiscing on his time in Afghanistan. He's also a history teacher at Gilbert High School, and right now he's telling his students how to make sense of these current events.
I try and use as much real-world example in my world history class as possible so that the students can have an understanding.
He specialized in logistics and says any transition out of Afghanistan is dangerous and complicated because of the countless troops and supplies on the ground.
And it's no fault of any commander, no fault of any president. I don't think there is a good way to withdraw.
Now that America is retreating from Afghanistan, Metcalf has conflicted thoughts about the legacy they left behind.
I was proud to serve, very proud to serve in the military, and it was an excellent experience, but I just have to constantly wonder why.
Metcalf says the vast majority of the Afghan people he met abroad were nice, peace-loving people, that Americans should not view the entire country as Taliban extremists. However, he says that valiant majority has made life deadly there for as long as that war has gone on, and events like what happened today brutally prove that point.
We really appreciate his perspective. We realize there are tens of thousands of other former soldiers who probably feel the same way. Thank you, Taj.